Hey everyone, welcome back to Coded Row. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to replace your cursor in Unreal Engine 5 with a different cursor. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be using this Interface Sci-Fi Soldier HUD available on cintistore.com. And they are having a 50 up to 70% off sale, and you can use my code in the description or comments below because they do make some really amazing assets. I'll be starting an Unreal Engine 5 series tutorial on how to integrate this HUD into your own game using vanilla Unreal Engine 5 and along with Ascent Combat Framework. So let's go ahead and get started. Open up that project that you're going to be using. In this case, I'm just using a regular third-person character that I do a lot of my testing and videos on. The first thing you're going to do is we want to start by importing that image that you want to use. So with this sci-fi HUD, I can just search for cursor and you'll see that I will actually get multiple cursors that are good for different use cases. So for example, this is the one that I'm going to set my cursor to. And now what we're going to do is head over to Edit, click Project Settings, and navigate to User Interface and then Cursor. So on the left here, we're going to just look for that User Interface, which is under our Engine tab, and then we'll click User Interface. And now we'll see settings for our cursors. We'll see the Software Cursor tab. We just want to click this plus icon, and now we'll see a dropdown with a bunch of stuff. So there's default, what you want your text edit beam to be like, how your crosshairs are going to look like, hands, grab hands, eyedroppers, and so on. We're just going to select default. And now we actually need to create a widget blueprint to actually have that image in our widget blueprint. So let's head back to our third person character, and I'm just going to go to my content folder, right click in an open space, go to user interface and create a widget blueprint, select user widget, and I'll call this something like WBP underscore cursor. So now double click to open this up, and in the library, I'm just going to drag an image out into my hierarchy. And now while my image is selected, I want to select an image. So I'm just going to select that cursor and you're going to see that it is really expanded. And that's because on the top right here, we have fill screens as default. I'm just going to click on this and select desired just so we can actually get a good representation of what it looks like. So I'll hit compile and save and head back to that project settings folder and change this from none to my WBP cursor that we created. So now I'm just going to go over to my character blueprint by going to my game mode in my world settings tab. If you don't see world settings, go to Windows and click on world settings. Make sure there's a check next to it. And I'll just go under default pawn class, go to my BP third person, double click to open this up. So I'm just going to right click at the very end of my begin play and look for set show mouse cursor. Connect this at the end of this and make sure it's checked so that it's true. And the target will just be my get player controller. And that looks good to me. And my target will be get player controller. And that's totally fine for me. So compile and save, and we're just doing this so that we can show our cursor. Now when I go over to my map and hit play, you'll see my cursor is that sci-fi HUD Cinti looking cursor that we created. I can left click to move around, right click to move around, and drag it kind of like those MMORPGs. And yeah, pretty simple. And yeah, the mouse cursor actually looks pretty good. Thanks for watching Code of the Road. Like, subscribe, comment below what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.